Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Lewis Speaks 2022, and today I want to talk to you all about an epiphany that I just had. Oftentimes people will accuse me of needing too much in my relationships with them. They say I need too much, that I require too much, that it's too, quote, hard being my friend. And the funny thing is, I feel this way towards God sometimes. I feel that it is too hard being his friend. He wants too much from me. He wants it all. And I'm just an imperfect human being. I don't have everything that he wants from me. And then I realized, it's not that I want too much from my friends or expect too much from my friends or from people in general. It's just that they don't have enough to give. And then I'm thinking the same can be said about myself. I don't have enough faith to give God. It's not that he's requiring too much from me. It's just that I don't have enough faith, and that's where the issue lies. And I'm thinking to myself, I have a tendency to sometimes come back to myself and blame myself for certain things that don't work out in relationships. I take a step back and do some self-inventory, some self-reflection to see what is my role. I definitely have been on this accountability kick. I want to know exactly what my role, what I do to contribute to the dysfunction in my relationships. And it's not that I want too much. I'm just asking the wrong people. I'm asking people who are emotionally handicapped to give me love, time, attention, the basics to attend, to listen. I'm asking people that are just emotional paraplegics. They just don't have it to give. They don't have it to give. They're unable to do that. And so it's not that I'm asking for too much, they just don't have enough. And it's also God is not asking for too much. We just don't have enough faith. And so instead of working to build our faith, we rather just reject God and basically go our own separate way and find lesser gods. Drugs, alcohol, sex, all that to deal with. Because that's easy. We have enough with that. It don't take very much. And I realize that, people are looking for other people that make them feel like they are rich, that they have a lot, that make them feel like they're everything, even when they're not. And I realize, it's just a shame. When you start elevating and you start, really coming to grips with a lot in your life, you'll start to realize that certain people will fall away. And that's the consequence of spiritual evolution. You start to realize that a lot of the people that you dealt with really are not on your level, never were on your level, and that they just don't have enough to give. They say water seeks its own level. Water seeks its own level. People are looking for people that are on their level, people that make them feel good, that make them feel strong, that make them feel powerful. I guess when people come into company with me or come into my circle, for some reason they feel inadequate. They feel less than. And I guess they don't like to feel this way, of course. I get it. You don't like to feel that way. But I can't help letting my light shine. I can't help being the great man that I am. And I know a lot of you listening to this video, you are great men and women. You just can't help your shine. You just shine. But for some people, that triggers their insecurities. For some people, that makes them feel like they're not enough. It triggers their unhealed wounds, their abandonment wounds, their childhood wounds, the unaddressed wounds that they have deep within their psyche and their soul. It triggers those wounds through no fault of your own. You have to be great. You have to be who you are. You just have to make sure that you surround yourself with people that are great like you. And to be honest, in this world, they are in short supply. There's a short supply of great people. Everybody is just too comfortable with mediocrity. And when you pride yourself on being successful, when you pride yourself on self-improvement, growth, elevation, you're going to find that people are not going to meet you at your level. And so oftentimes you'll have to fly alone. You'll have to soar in those skies alone. You know, like my mom said, you know, you're eagles. She says you're eagles. And sometimes when you're in those skies, you're flying alone, you're flying solo, because a lot of people can't reach that altitude. And so that's the truth. That is the truth. And so I'm making this video for all those out there who feel like no one understands. Thing is, I get it. You are great. You are definitely fighting battles that no one else sees. And you are trying your best to improve upon the original model. Whereas other people, they're comfortable. They're okay with being mediocre. You know? And so when you're not okay with that, other people are not okay with you. And that's because you don't look like who they are and what they want to be. They want to be complacent. They want to be okay with being mediocre. You don't want that. You want greatness. You want more. And so they just don't have enough. And that's what I want to stress. It's not that you expect too much from people. Please know this. It's not that you expect too much. They just don't have enough. So they want to project their inadequacy onto you and try to make you feel like you want too much. No, you don't want too much. Sometimes for a lot of people, the bare minimum is too much. So you got to keep that in mind too. So just a thought, just something that I wanted to share with you. And I hope that this resonates. I hope that you take away from this video that you're not asking for too much, especially when you're asking for the bare minimum, like love, time, attention, affection, investment. That's the bare minimum. So if they can't give that, you got to bounce. You have to find your tribe, find people that can give you what you need so you don't have to seethe and brood with resentment because these people just don't have enough. So once again, don't get mad. Just go out there and find the ones who have enough of what you need in order to thrive, in order to continue being great. So I hope that this was helpful. I wish everybody a wonderful 2022. Peace, y'all.